Hey guys, this is Sophia with Sophia Brings Light, and today I'm just going to talk about some of the things I've been working with and working on for the month of January. One of the things that I did today is I made this little lamp. This is my in bulk lamp. Um, I have rose and some peony in here, just and the light is what I'm working with. I have some uh, rose quartz crystal, clear quartz, and um, I have that in there. And that's just my little in bulk lamp. That is something I did today. Another thing that I worked with in January, I saw this little box on Amazon, and I thought it was so pretty, so delicate. I just had to have it. This is my manifestation box that I just started actually about a little day or two after the first of the year. As you can see, I have my little green crystal in there, and that's working with the heart chakra, with abundance to me. And then I have written down some of the things I want to manifest. Um, and so far, a thing or two has kind of popped up from that. And what I'm going to do, I haven't done that yet, is take the strips of paper that I have manifested and put it in my scripting book. I have a scripting book. And I like to put things that I've manifested in that book to say, hey, look here, I manifested these things. So that's some of the things that I've done. And then um, I like to work with an oracle deck and a tarot deck for about a month, for, at least 3 weeks. And so that is what I've done. I have worked with it's almost like you can see it better if I put it this, the Healing Spirit Tarot deck by Gordon Smith. I've worked with that deck this month, Healing Spirit Tarot by Gordon Smith. It's a 48 card deck. Here are some of the cards in this. This is the back, and this is the cards. Um, I love it. They're very colorful. I just relate to colorful cards. Has the sayings on the bottom are simple and to the point, and I enjoy that. Just showing you some of the cards and how colorful and beautiful they are. Um, there we go. So that's that, because I'm not going to go through each one of those cards, but that is um, one of the decks that I've worked with so far. And then this one is the Black Tarot, and it's by Nasha Williams. I love this deck. I had bought this probably last year, but I really hadn't worked with it that much. And so I may work with this for 2 months, for January and some parts of February, because I'm not really ready to stop working with it. But as I'm going to show you some of the cards. This is a lover's card, and it has a pretty good card, you know, for the cards. This is the star. Oh, that's so pretty. Do you see the star? I love how they're dancing, free flow, guided sort of like by the star, and it seems like it's a world there. I love some awesome and good artwork. Um, this I have picked out this for my daily draw maybe 2 or 3 times, and it's the Three of Wands, and I think it's apropos. It's about having fun, relating to your girls, camaraderie, and how sometimes you get so much from the community that you're in, cooperation, that kind of thing, and that's what I get from this card. And like I said, I think I have drawn that card at least 2 or 3 times. Son of Baskets. He, I get he's a little flirt a little bit, but he is the kind that's exciting and make you swoon kind of thing. But the cards are just awesome, and I love them, and I can do a lot with those cards. Um, I've been working with Mary Magdalene this month. I feel drawn to her for some reason. I'll share a book that I'm going to be reading, or that I'm starting to read about her, and I'm reading some other books, but I'll go over them maybe next month because it's going to take me a while to get through these. And so this is a deck called Mary Magdalene, and it's the Mary Magdalene Oracle. Um, And I'm going to be honest. I like the card in the cardstock. That is supposed to be a symbolism for Mary Magdalene. But the pictures, I don't really care for those. I do like the sayings in the bottom and stuff, and the directions and sayings that they give at the bottom. But I don't really care for the pictures too much. And I've seen another deck that connects with Mary Magdalene, so I may try that to see if I like that better. I do like the deck, I just not connecting with these pictures. I like the sayings at the bottom, and some of the pictures are okay, but they look like Photoshop or something, and I usually don't connect with that as well as I do with colorful, beautiful artwork. Now this one I like. I do like that one. And like I said, there are some that I like on there. And this is a rose, which is another symbol for Mary Magdalene. So that is that. So those are the decks. And if you see me going over, I have a little chair here that I'm putting some of the things that I'm working with. I'm going to go over a couple of books that I am still reading, but that I had started. As I said, I'm working with Mary Magdalene, so I'm reading this book by Karen L. King called The Gospel of Mary Magdalene. Um, this book has been, and I've just started it, I'm not very far in it, but first it gives you the book of Mary Magdalene. So that, her scripture that they found with the Nagamani scriptures, was there were pages and pieces missing. So it gives you in some part of the front of the book the pages that they had, and then she does a commentary through the rest of it. Her commentary has been very helpful to me, and I've loved reading the book. I am reading another book also that kind of does the same thing. I like them both. Hers is a little bit more um, you know, maybe uh, intellectual and more studied and a little bit more profound this way. The other one, I think I like it a little bit better though, because the writer, and I'll talk about that maybe next month, she is like more common folk and she reaches you at a level that I really enjoy. But I'm liking this too. So I'm going to finish that and kind of let you know maybe how that worked out. Then my coven, or our coven, is reading this book, The Psychic Witch by Matt Lauren. Everybody has read this book. It's an awesome book. Actually, this is the second read for me, but I want to go through it with my other coven members. It's something about reading a book that is really good a second time, because you sort of pick on things that maybe you didn't catch the first time. And that's what I'm doing here. Plus, I think I'm more in because I'm working with my coven members. So there are a lot of exercises in this book. And so in the first time, I did some of them I didn't do. I am trying to do some of the exercises maybe that I didn't do the first time. Now, this is where, I said I do commonplace notebooks. This is where my commonplace notebooks come in handy, because I can review what I read, what I thought about it, the last read, what exercises I did, so that I know what exercises I may want to do this time. So I really recommend maybe doing a commonplace notebook with some of the things that you're reading. So that was that. So that was Psychic Witch. Okay. And this one I'm reading with another group that I try to work with, even though I missed the book club this month, but that happens too. But I am reading the book. This is called The Priestess Path by Stacy DeMarco. Now, I'm just a fourth of the way through this book. I started it maybe a day or so ago, but this is a good read. I highly recommend this because I feel like if you're a solitary practitioner, you are a priestess on your path. And though I am in a coven, um, to me, we are a group of solitary practitioners that meet and work together. And we share and we learn from each other. But this book, it's 13 powerful lessons to build your inner strength. And she goes through, like in the first is an introduction to the priestess path. And she talks about, like, I'm just going to go over what is a priestess. I think the role of the priestess in both ancient and modern times can be misunderstood. Most people would understand the modern role of a priest in today's culture because in the Christianized West, we have come to easily acknowledge a masculine figure being the intermediary to the monotheistic traditions of religion. What, and this is at the bottom of the paragraph, it says what we do see in common is the idea of priestess being leaders. So a priestess is a leader, catalyst, and often healers or keepers of vital information. And so I will say that to me, being a priestess then and now is centered around service to the community. And I so agree about it. Then she talks about the role of the priestess, and she says the role of a priestess or shaman is one of service, not of standing up on a stage, being admired, and having your feet kissed. In fact, historically, they were the others, often set slightly apart from their communities in some way because of their special role, relishing their solitude and otherness and not courting adulation. I I so resonated with this, and I can't wait to read the rest of the book. But just in like maybe the 60 so pages that I've read, they have been great, profound, and kind of help you understand the role of a priestess. So that's, some of the reads that I've been doing. Um, as I said, I have been working with Mary Magdalene. So a lot of the times I get downloads, and in the past, I haven't often wrote or documented the downloads that I've gotten. And I feel like I've lost some things that I needed to really know. And so, in my journey, when I began working with a new deity, saint, or whatever, I want to start documenting the journey with that. So this is my year journey with Sacred Rose, which I said is a symbolism for Mary Magdalene and being a priest of Mary Magdalene. So I'm just, as you see here, documenting the downloads I get. So there is that. And then since I started that, I also started another book. This is just and I may get something better later. This is just a journal I got from the dollar store or something. I can't even remember. Sometimes I buy a bunch of them and then I use them for stuff. But I've also started working, or I will say working, honoring the Morgan. I feel a call and a pull toward her. So again, as there are downloads coming from her, I want to document that. I work with Hakate. So any downloads that I've gotten from her, I write the date and what I received in there. Um, I had Yimaye, I work with her, and Oshun, any downloads that I've received and the date, like I said, I write them down. So I've started that too. And that was new for me in January. So that has been it for the month of January. What I've been doing, what I've been practicing, some of the things. It's never going to be all that I'm working with. Some things I can't share. But those are some of the things that I have been doing. What have you been doing for the month of January? Let me know. Bye. Blessed be.